It is that time of year where your tea is here.
Is this the musical theater edition? I didn't get the script, man.
Oh, man. Yeah. No, it's not. We're drinking some...
TeaDB, Les Mis.
TeaDB on Broadway. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah.
Get up on this table, start to do some tap dancing with Gaiwan.
Totally. Oh, Lord. Too much fun. Too much fun. We're drinking tea on the show. What a surprise. What are we drinking today, good sir?
Yeah, we're drinking a W2T raw pu'erh. It's called the W2T Anniversary.
Okay.
I don't know what anniversary it was. It was from a couple of years ago, but it was sent to us by someone that sent this to us over a year ago. Cool. So thank you to Atlas, who has sent us a few tasty teas.
Yes.
It's supposedly an Yiwu tea. I've not had it. I've heard it's gentler. We'll see.
Cool.
I have been taken aback before by the aggressiveness of Young Shung, so we will see.
Yeah. W2T, in my experience, has produced some of the most palatable and enjoyable young raw that I've tasted.
Yeah.
And so I would anticipate similar.
Smells tasty.
Cool. Mm. There's something incredible about that sweet green raw smell, where it is almost so saccharine it smells like sugar water.
Yeah, it really does smell very sweet. And it can kind of take you aback, too. I think it's definitely possible to be someone that really likes the smell and the aromatics of it, but doesn't like the taste.
Sure.
If it's brewed strong, especially.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
Yeah, and for folks out there who are like that, you might try simply rinsing with hot water once or twice, and then actually just throwing it in the fridge in a bunch of cold water. I find that you can get a lot of the higher notes without getting nearly as much intensity. Again, with a raw, you can't leave it in there, even if you're cold soaking it for too long.
Right.
So
yeah, it's all about hitting it at the point at which you like the tea. Yeah. I mean, some people like to brew raw pu'erh at green tea temperatures as a result, and sort of treat it gentler and get a.
I can see it.
Very softer brew.
Yeah. Well.
But TeaDB, we go hard.
Aha! Here we go.
Still definitely smells young. I will say that.
Yeah.
One concern I sometimes have with trying these teas after I've waited too long is that it might lose some of that real freshness that makes it appealing early on. Yeah.
Yeah.
How's this one?
Quite nice. Quite nice. Strong, still. Sweet. This will end up being a stronger tea. It certainly feels like it.
Yeah.
Let's give it a smell. Quite a bit of oxidation on the leaves.
Yeah. This first steep, at least, has a lot of sweetness to it, I gotta say. Mm-hmm. Sometimes that can be a little misleading for these raw pu'erhs, as the leaves might come apart and it just gets much, much stronger. Mm-hmm. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it will get stronger, certainly, but so far it's really good.
Yeah. I don't detect any real age notes to this yet. It's just a couple of years old, so
yeah.
It's definitely still in the young category.
Totally. Yeah, but nice, and I like these teas. I do. They're hard to find when you can get one that's like the right balance of stuff.
Right.
It's just a hard thing to find, but I really enjoyed these. They're so different than the same tea 15 years later, though. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Love the texture on this, the medium.
Yeah. Already, you can sort of tell this tea is going to move towards those woody notes as it ages. I mean, I can always sort of hint at that.
Yeah, but still, so maybe not quite as much of the super high, crisp notes, but still plenty of green there to taste, and sweetness there too. And these will mellow out into something a little bit less lively, a little bit more deeper. But I think this is really good right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I would see this as a tea that needs to be aged too much more. It has a bit of a bitterness to the tip of the tongue at the very end of it that kind of stays with you, which I think is a compliment to the sweetness of the tea too. It's a nice juxtaposition and provides balance.
So Denny, you were a fan of a white tea production known as the Pound Cake.
Yeah.
From, I think it was probably produced a year or two before this tea.
Right.
But that was a white tea Yiwu tea.
Mm-hmm.
This is supposedly a white tea Yiwu tea.
Yeah.
Any comparison?
Yeah, absolutely. The Pound Cake was one of my favorite teas, and it is actually one of the only young raws that I think anyone enjoys drinking. It passes the mom test. I brought it traveling. Just one cake. I brought a couple other teas, but I drank that daily. It's way sweeter.
Pound Cake is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so would you say this taste has more of that Yangshang bitterness and bite to it?
Absolutely, yeah. This deserves more time, simply put. That Pound Cake was ready to drink and probably wouldn't be very good to be aged. Whereas this is... you can tell that this could probably use another... It would be enhanced by...
some time.
A little bit more time.
Yeah.
Not not that it's bad right now. It's good. Now.
I mean, what would that say about white tea if his anniversary cake tastes like crap in 5 years? Happy anniversary!
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You have a good point.
Shit tea.
So...
I'm smelling a lot of sugar cane on this one. Yeah.
But taste is definitely... Oh, excuse me. Poo burps. Get into the bitterness.
Yeah. I mean, this is one of those Yiwu teas that's like, it's a Yiwu tea. It's still got some of that sweetness, but it's got a real backbone to it, too.
Yeah. More so than some of the other ones. I think when I think Yiwu teas, I think typically meant to be drank young, very sweet, not too much oomph. This has a good amount of oomph in it. And as an anniversary tea, as a tea meant to be aged for, maybe 10 years, I think this is a great tea. So. Yeah. Yeah. We're getting into more strength and earthiness and bitterness, certainly. It'll be interesting to see this one come back around too and come back to the sweeter notes. Very classic, kind of brilliant yellow that signifies that a younger raw. In terms of like after notes or anything like that, James, are you getting anything?
Yeah. I went to the dentist before, so I'm having a little harder time tasting stuff today. So I've been deferring to Denny a lot in the past couple episodes. I don't know. It tastes like a mix of the fluoride treatment and the stuff. I think there's more sweetness to be had, but yeah.
So, happy to fill in as the novice Pu'erh drinker here. This has more strength to me than a typical young raw does. Quite a bit of sweetness. I still like the grassiness of it. It has quite a bit of residual bitterness, I think, at this point.
Right.
Really nice, though. Great tea.
How's the aftertaste? Is it sort of lingering or
definitely
sweet? Okay.
Yeah, quite. I feel like it's quite a mix of those grassy green notes, peatiness, bitterness, almost a little bit of some earthy smoke.
Right. Yeah.
Really nice.
I'm gonna do one last steep here. How about the mom test? You said Pound Cake does pretty much as well as Yangshang would do on the mom test.
Maybe the first steeping would have been good.
Okay.
First steeping and then like the 11th.
Okay.
There's just enough going on, enough grittiness and just strength in here that I think you have to be kind of a particular person to enjoy this flavor profile.
Right.
Again, if you're a black coffee aficionado and you love your smoky peaty whiskeys, this is going to be a fantastic thing to explore and try. Right. Absolutely get into teas like this. But if you just want something pleasant that's easy to drink, this is going to be a distraction in comparison. So And I mean, especially the way that James is brewing it too.
Right.
Hot.
One thing I also notice, especially in group sessions, is sometimes this sort of like when you're having a tea that's a little bitter, people might slow down a bit, and if anything, that only exacerbates the problem. Because you know that when that tea cools down to closer to room temperature, it's just going to be... Just think about having coffee at closer to room temperature. Right. It just tastes much worse. It's like teas like this that are really amped up on like that intensity and that bitterness. It's just going to be more amplified if you wait too long. So it's sort of like this negative feedback loop that isn't great.
It is interesting though how certain teas like that will slow things down and other ones will race through them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this is a great tea. I think, especially for someone who wants to try a young raw pu'erh, this will give you a great balance of sweetness, freshness, the ability to drink it today, also noticing the bitterness of it, and feeling like, wow, this really is a raw pu'erh still. Pretty tasty. W2T, shout out.
Yeah.
Check them out. Give them a goob.
Yeah.
Google them.
Yeah. Watch our other videos with their teas. They've been one of the most consistent vendors we brought on for
years.
6 years, something like that now.
Yeah. Yum. Plenty of bitterness now. Right?
Yeah. It seems like, how long do you think this tea would go? My guess is it'd go for a while. Yeah. I'm just judging from the strength of this.
Right.
Yeah.
I would think so too. Yeah, I mean, it's only getting stronger, I'd say, at this point.
Yeah.
It's
and
maybe steeping
my steeps are not terribly long either, so.
Right. Yeah. So... yeah, I think you get longevity out of this tea. Definitely tasty. W2T, check them out. This is the...
W2T anniversary cake.
Pick up a couple of samples, too, to try out some of the other W2Ts that they have, or teas at W2T that are young, especially. I think that they're...
Try out the pound cake if they still got it.
I think that they shine in that category.
Yeah, actually, this is a nice little contrast versus the pound cake, I'd say, where you're looking at something that's a little more drinkable now, but versus something that might have a little better material and made for the long haul here.
Totally. Yeah, and so maybe grab a sample of both, try them now, try them later. The pound cake probably would be best drank early, actually. And yeah, James, if people want to learn more about tea in general...
yeah.
do the spiel, man. Yeah,
check us out, TeaDB.org. Leave a comment if you want to interact with us. Hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed the video. Hit subscribe if you want to get notifications for episode number 353 and beyond. And check out W2T, and we'll see you guys next time.
Peace. Later.